Now, point 11. This is where I think, I should have put this earlier on. Be wary of face ripping pullbacks. This is another reason why we should be reluctant to short stuff right now. Stuff is rallying. I mean, it's a sea of green today. It looks like amazing, but don't forget, it was a horrendous sea of red yesterday. And so, face ripping rallies. I mean, look at Solana. 60, was it 60? Did I miss it? SOL. Here, 61% up today. Let's look at this on the 4-hour chart. That's insane, right? So those of you, or anyone that's getting too over-egged on the shorts, I guarantee are in pain today. I guarantee it. Because Solana's rallied 132%. And everything, I mean, look at Atom. From here to here is up 31%. Okay, not as much, but still, if you're mega short, I mean, today is going to stop out a lot of people, and it's this face ripping pullback that I was at. In fact, I was in the car with Steve yesterday. I was talking about these face ripping pullbacks that are inbound and imminent, and it's one of the reasons I went to try and get into FTT, because obviously, admittedly, I got in around just below this support level here because I was looking at this big old weekly support, and I was expecting a big face ripping pullback. Now I was somewhat right though, because it went from here to up here. That was 160% pullback. I just didn't. Evidently I got in a bit too early. Had I got in around here, then exited at 6, much better, obviously. But either way, even though FTT is now a dead duck, I would not at all be surprised if we made its way back up to 6. Even though it's a dead company now. I don't even think the website's working, is it? ftx.com. Okay. FTX is currently unavailable to process withdrawals. Strongly advise against depositing. Jesus. This is, it's a dead duck. So
that's the other comment underneath it. All onboarding of new clients has been suspended.
Yeah.
I mean,
It seems like there's something under. Is that a time ticker? Is that a price ticker? Oh, it's a price ticker. Yeah. I mean, they haven't even bothered to optimize this. That A is not even on the website, on the page. So, like, even though this is a dead duck, you'll still have face ripping pullbacks in this. Remember Terra Luna? Face ripping pullbacks on that, wasn't there? Celsius, when that dumped, off the top of my head, there were face ripping pullbacks on that. Let's double check that actually. When did it die? When did Terra Luna, Celsius die? Okay, I guess it's this one here in early May. So Celsius had its, I mean, look at this. It looked like, so at this point here, you're looking at Celsius go from $2 down to 50 odd cents and thinking, right, this is going to zero. Don't catch a falling knife. Oh, whoops. It goes from that point to up here, 122% pullback. Unfortunately, it's just my timing. I was anticipating a crazy pullback with FTT. Just didn't get it. I just got in a bit too early, and I was looking at the weekly time frame, looking at something like that, thinking, about here will be. I was thinking we have a pullback to. I thought we'd hit this big old weekly. Oh, I'm on the log chart. That's why it looks funny. Here we go. So at the time, don't forget, this is a big overextended candle. You know how much I love overextended candles. This weekly level is here. I thought we would get something like this. Go just below, pull back to maybe 12, something like that, and then way back down, which is what you see in every market, to be fair. Hey ho, the world goes on. So
just with that one, I get, we've done well with your overextended candles and everything, but were the fundamentals of FTT just not appalling? With all the news that was coming out. So would that not sort of negate it?
If you've seen some of the horrendous dogshit coins I've faded after big dumps like this, especially in 2021 with all the DeFi stuff, there were so many DAOs that are going tits up. and I was fading all of them. As honestly, as a rule, I just know the expectancy. If you fade horrendously overextended candles, you will make money. Remember Doge pumping? What did I say would happen? Now here's actually another execution error. I can't wait. Did I go? No, it's Phantom. That was another one. But either way, I'll go back to Doge. So Phantom. Here we go. Here was another situation where I called it perfectly, executed poorly. So Phantom mooned big time. I'll move this. I can always press Control Z. So at this point here, Phantom was up big percent. Massive overextension. I'm going to short that shit. I always do. So wait, go back to Control Z. I shorted it here, thinking we get moved back to, you know, mean reversion. Always happens. However, it just, again, the timing is a bit wrong. It went a little bit further, and then look what happened. It did exactly what I said it would do. Doge, I didn't trade Doge, but I did say Doge will pull back. It's on Twitter. I've put a lot on Twitter recently. And what's happened? Doge has pulled back. I even said it, I think, in a previous trading pub. Doge emits 5 billion more Doge per year. It's a highly inflationary coin. So, yeah, there's no point buying it up here. And we've had a full reversal. What's the other one? Band. I said Band would retrace. Has that done it yet? Oh, hello. Look at this. Like, full reversal. And although my FTT trade didn't work, I will never stop fading overextended moves. So, I just know this. This is one of the facts of trading. Like, overextended moves always pull back. So even like here, look, Chili's obviously dumped big time. Big 50% pullback. It was just unlucky. Because I remember Luna going bust. Luna had exactly the same thing. Luna was a dead duck. And it still had huge rallies. So, beware. And also, you can't forget the dollar. I think the crypto world has completely forgotten about the dollar, by the sounds of it. Everyone's looking at FTX, and they're completely ignoring the bigger picture, which is this massive topping pattern, which I've been talking about for freaking ages now. Was there a circle here at the beginning of this trading pub? I wonder where that circle was. Anywho, don't forget the dollar. Here we go. S&P opened. Things are now on. Everything is rallying, despite the world going to shit. This, my friends, is an opportunity to short. Now, for legal reasons, I'm not saying short regulated assets, but the only reason the market is pumping right now is because CPI was 0.2% better than they thought. So everyone is risk on right now. Everyone is going, right, yeah, we're oopsie, wrong one. We're controlling inflation. Don't forget, we have multiple months of rate hikes incoming. Not just the US, the world, all over. There is pain happening. There's infrastructural pain happening. Meta, 11,000 jobs gone. Twitter, 3,500. They're not the only companies that are going bust. And do you remember me talking about so that's all sort of the macro stuff. What about the Bitcoin stuff? Do you remember the minor capitulation risk I was talking about last week? Do you remember that? I was saying that hash rate and etc. has gone. It was I think it was the last trading pub that we did, or the previous two trading pubs. Stand by 1 second. I put a very short version on YouTube. Here we go. This one.
Simon.
So 1 sec. Yeah. So for those not familiar, long story short, I said at these prices and the hash rate right now, miners are just going to have to go bust or just shut shop. Since then, a couple of big miners have literally just paused operations. They haven't closed down. They've basically just turned everything off. So this Bitcoin miner capitulation is happening now. Sorry. Yes, Chris.
Okay. Just on the dollar, does it not look like a particular brand of stuff for washing your hair?
Yes.
Okay.
I
probably same.
Yeah.
Probably same on that. Just
feel free to put a picture in the chat box. Also, there's something else that, if, for example, you were to see a market, rally over a fair bit of time, do something like this, and then do something like this, and there's a potential neckline like that, what is the very next move that you should always be really, really aware of that it should happen next? Kobo. Whoever said Kobo? Yes.
That was me and not on the video.
This is what you need to be expecting. Kobo. Back to that level. Now, if an asset like this was highly likely to do a Kobo back to previous support, now resistance, and this was also an inverse correlation to a certain other asset. Let's say there's another asset, which is currently doing that. Well, when this goes back up here, this one should start continuing to go back down here. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, there's a picture here. Yep.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Is that Reese?
With Kobo. Yeah. Just wondering, with Kobos, is there ever any kind of rule that will dictate how big the Kobo is? They seem to be.
Yes, there is.
Totally random.
Yep. Big level, whatever the level is. Market, doesn't matter what it's doing. It all depends on how far it drops first. So from a technical perspective, if the breach is that big, and then it starts making its way up here. So at this point here, you could then, let's say it's dollars, okay? So from there to there is, I don't know, let's call it $100 or whatever asset is. You can then expect the market to continue falling another $100 on the downside. So at this point here, you should be going, oh, Kobo. You could then, sometimes there's also another sort of resistance like this. Sometimes Kobos, they tend to also have a confluence of resistance as well. So you could say to yourself, right, I'd like to go short somewhere around here. And if it does, a nice little take profit could be down here. So it should double. Therefore, going to this one here, if I can tidy up this mess a little bit. So if there was an asset that was looking something like that, and then it went all the way up here, well then I would say there's a target down here, which it should look at hitting. And here's the other thing: you have a Kobo in a Kobo as well. So if that is the eventual target you're looking at, don't forget where this local low happened, there is also another little Kobo to expect. So it will come down here, it will breach it, probably halfway to your eventual target, and then Kobo again. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah. But what about the initial kiss-off point? How can you predict where that's going to be? This bit, yeah, the second circle there.
This one.
No, just
this one.
Where you had one. Yeah.
You don't know.
How can we know when that's going to?
You don't know.
Yeah, right. Okay.
No. So you don't actually execute here. What you do is you wait, and if it's the moment it starts moving up and it's likely to be a Kobo, you aim to start shorting here. Yeah. So that's how you execute on a Kobo. So ooh, goddamn. Anyway, so Adam has posted a picture in here saying this is not the Dixie. Okay. Let's see what this picture says. Definitely not the Dixie. And the realistic trader did not publish this picture, or me personally for that matter. Right, moving on.